Alright, welcome back to I Left My A Rank Adventure Party to join my former students to explore Dungeon Deaths. Anime Review, episode number 18. We're reviewing the 20th episode of the series. Yes, 20th. The World Turns Inside Out. Can you believe I have 4 more to go for this? Yeah. With this one, 4 left. And I did just check. There are 200 anime wrapped the same week as this one. That being Fire Force and Our Last Crusade, or The Rise of a New World. These 3 anime will wrap up in the span of the same week. Excuse me. Given the fact there's only 4 more to go, for this one, this will wrap up, and look at the calendar here, it'll wrap up by the 2nd week of July. Basically, about, probably a week after My Hero Academia Vigilantes. That's probably what's going to happen there. So, what happens in this episode? Well, we have Yuka, the Guildmaster, and the Prince of Samataria, where they're basically discussing various ways to get into the dungeon, and of course the area of the Stampede, and they just want to have basically these little relays, and possibly find a way to get into the dungeon to explore basically what's going on there. And at first, it turns out he's one people with the team in danger, but the Guildmaster, by the way, calls him also the Tyrant Hands, like, I haven't called that in a while. Apparently that's his nickname, the Tyrant Hand. So, they go with the plan. And of course, he explains to his team. Jamie stays behind to do paperwork with the Guildmaster. Despite the fact she's she says the reason why. The actual reason why that she can't go out, because her venture skills are very rusty. So, despite the fact she is the adventurer now officially, she can't go adventure because she's very rusty. She's the one to basically die in her first mission. Which, not a bad idea to do. So, Rune basically volunteers to go on too. So, because it's necessarily weird. Not like the way it was basically with their kingdom. But, so basically, some of the artifacts, Yuka, after setting up, shows up after one of them, because you have several of them, he apparently is going through almost, it looked like exhaustion. Silk basically, in the course of one point, he's with Maria, and he basically is about to collapse. Probably due to sheer exhaustion. Also, apparently can't breathe. Probably because of all the exercise we had to go through, and lucky enough that Rain would basically proceeds to calm him down. And after all this, they proceed to walk back to, they get back to their home. That's in this, and there are people outside their house. Well, apparently the prince working with his older brother is there, and he's demanding the broadcast equipment. And of course, Yuka, meeting the first time, he is very polite. And he is showing the prince basically the respect basically he has rightfully earned being the first prince of the kingdom. He, of course, basically does anything about well, I can tell anyways, it seems like he doesn't mind the fact basically he shows him good manners and shows the proper etiquette per se, or present episode for the first prince. He's like, oh, you're Prince Renair. I'm Yuka. Yeah, he basically introduces himself very properly, and he doesn't scold him for it per se. He's like, oh, you're that basically that one guy. Yeah, he's not like taking it back per se, but does also, actually before this happens, I almost forgot to mention this. So, Nene comes by and tells us we have to run basically there. Of course, he manages to chance physical enhancement, and they see the mausoleum from a distance, and it's covered in a black dome. He thinks he's even before, but doesn't remember. Of course, Rune does explain later on, it's actually happened with the blank darkness they went through a few episodes back. It's very similar to that. It's basically, but look at the prince does know about the situation. Like, since he's there, maybe he can mobilize the country to, maybe he can basically protect the citizens per se. But him being informed about it was probably the correct decision on the part of Yuka. I mean, having something like this be kept secret from the first prince of the country probably is not a good idea to do. And so, this apparently is something in place. And apparently, various dungeons across the world, including some that have been seen over the course of the series, have got these black domes. And it's referred to as a Tsunamori, and apparently the magic on the Abyss Gate that Yuka's uncle was involved with, which of course apparently the Guildmaster was involved with it on that team too, along with the Guildmaster from that other country he went to, which is where he met the Princess Samutai, which set up this particular story arc. Really good the fact that they threw in here. And his uncle is almost a spitting image of Yuka, except he wears blue instead of red. And his hair might be different shade color, but yeah. Apparently destroyed this Nephis country, so they put a temporary seal. Apparently the seal is wearing off, so they can't go into Mausoleum yet. They have to get rid of this first. So they volunteer to go to the Abyss Gate to deal with it, because this is a very serious problem. Now, the last time they were in Economic Darkness, at least in the area, Yuka basically got temporarily suspended for a month. They kept taking adventures. I think Jamie got relieved Venture's license, and she basically replied to the following here. And the Guildmaster got a 3-month pay cut because of it. But I think this time, because of emergency, I don't think that the team will be punished for what's going on here. So, but it's overall really good episode. It looks like it's going to set up the next 2 episodes. Well, I said from the description, we're going to deal with this stuff. But awesome stuff here. Only a few more to go, and then we're done. Yep, so yeah, that's particularly a particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up we have is a comic corner. Yes, a comic corner. And then it's on to the penultimate episode of I'm the Evil Lord of Intergalactic Empire. Okay, thanks you. Bye.